Hello, hi beauties. Hi. Welcome to class. I'm just typing in and pinning the title of this class today. So, this is somatic movement, somatic dance. If this practice is new to you, it's essentially healing and therapy for stuck trauma in the body. We just do a lot of movement. Sometimes we do writing, sometimes we do poetry. But hello, hi beauties. So, welcome to Body Temple Dance. And I would normally play music, but I'm not going to right now because it might kick me off. But I do love kicking off a class with a poem, and sometimes I use my books, my poetry as like tarot cards, and I just kind of flip through it and see like what calls to me. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Body intelligence. Okay, so this is from Rumi. Body intelligence. Your intelligence is always with you, overseeing your body, even though you may not be aware of its work. If you start doing something against your health, your intelligence will eventually scold you. If it hadn't been so lovingly close by and so constantly monitoring, how could it rebuke? You and your intelligence are like the beauty and the precision of an astrolabe. Together, you can calculate how near existence is to the sun. Your intelligence is marvelously intimate. It's not in front of you or behind or to the right or to the left. Now try, my friend, to describe how near is the creator of your intellect. Intellectual searching will not find the way to that king. The movement of your finger is not separate from your finger. You go to sleep or you die, and there's no intelligent motion. Then you wake, and your fingers fill with meaning. Now consider the jewel lights in your eyes. How do they work? This visible universe has many weathers and variations. But uncle, the universe of the creation word, the divine command to be. That universe of qualities is beyond any pointing to, more intelligent than intellect and more spiritual than spirit. No being is unconnected to that reality, and that connection cannot be said. There's no separation and no return. There are guides who can show you the way, use them, but they will not satisfy your longing. Keep wanting that connection with all your pulsing energy. The throbbing vein will take you further than any thinking. Muhammad said, "Don't theorize about essence. All speculations are just more layers of covering." Human beings love coverings. They think the designs on the curtains are what's being concealed. Observe the wonders as they occur around you. Don't claim them. Feel the artistry moving through and be silent, or say, "I cannot praise you as you should be praised. Such words are infinitely beyond my understanding." So, I invite you to take a word or two from what you remember, from what you heard just now. I also invite you to think of ways that maybe you conceal yourself, and maybe things that no longer need to be concealed, but they need to be shown. And if they're shown, how can we release them? How can we heal them to be transmuted? And so I invite you to tap into your body, into your heart space, into your womb space. You can imagine a cord from your root down, 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 down into the core of Mother Gaia as you connect your heart to Divine Mother. You can invite in a cord from your crown up, up, up into the sky, into the sun. And just go within, maybe do a scan of the body and identify how the body feels today. How does your heart feel? Is there any stuckness? What's the energy flowing through your body? Is there any trapped energy, any stuck energy as you do the scan? So, for example, scan the crown, scan the face, the jaw, the tongue. Is anything there? What does it feel like? Is it tense or stiff? Scan the neck, the arms, the hands, the chest, the back, the belly, your bottom, your legs, your feet. And as you dive deeply into the body, can you get underneath the skin all the way to the bones, to the cells? Is there anything that your body would like to tell you? Does it have an image or a message for you? I also invite you, as a resourcing tool or a resourcing practice, I invite you to look outside of your window, into the trees, or into a flower, if you have a flower or an object in your room. And just look at this object here. I have a rose for us, if you need something to look at. Just notice the texture of whatever it is you're looking at. Notice the texture, the color, the length, the size, the smell, and invite in all of your senses at the same time. Are you hearing things as well in your surrounding space? Just activating all the subtle sensations, subtle perception. And practice grounding through an object, through this object, whatever it is you're looking at, grounding through that object. Meaning, in states of trauma, one trauma response, for example, is freeze. Back in the day, I used to get really bad panic attacks. And I noticed that when I would get this panic attack, I'd kind of like get a little dizzy. Like I kind of just go all over the place at the same time, especially if I was in a big city and there wasn't a lot of like Mother Nature. It was just like concrete. It would have been really nice to have this practice. So knowing that you can focus your attention and your energy on this object or this tree or a building and just practice coming into that object, almost like you're merging the object or reading the object, and then practice stepping away energetically from the object and then merging. So separating and then merging and noticing the difference of how you feel when you do that energetically. It helps to also know that the body is energy. Maybe making some weird noises, some weird sounds. Like what needs to rise? We move so quickly in the world that we don't slow down to pay attention to certain things. We really just need to slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down to this space, this place, this heavenly place. Find your heaven. Your body is your safe space. If the outside world is not safe, Your body is your safe space. And we practice embodiment through these dance practices and these motions that we'll get into in just a minute. But as we're grounding here, just noticing the subtleties and the connection to your body, or even the disconnection. Notice what areas of your body are maybe numb, and maybe a part of you that you don't feel as connected to, as strongly connected to. So maybe just do that scan one more time: the crown, the tongue, the face, the back of the head, the throat, the spine, the arms, the belly, the chest, the back, the lower back, the bum, the sacral, the womb area, the legs, the feet. Whew. Ah. And releasing any noises that arise. And just moving any energy, maybe beginning to do some rolls. So a lot of somatic movement that we do here at Body Temple Dance is circular, serpent-like. A lot of contractions, expansions, waves of the body, just trying to make the body as flowing as possible so that we can flow. It's like a practice, right? So what we practice here in this class, we could take off the mat. So we're practicing the flow state in these classes. A little bit of chi, just because we don't see the energy doesn't mean it's not there. We're moving energy around our space with our body. You could cleanse the energy of your room just simply by walking around your room, because your body is holy. Your feet are holy. So maybe winding around in the feet, taking some circles in the feet, feeling what's there, maybe squeezing and releasing, squeezing and releasing. What needs to open? What needs to reconnect with the divine, to allow in that light source? So maybe just rolling around in the ankles and then taking those circles now up into the legs. You can do this practice seated or standing. So just take those circles up into the legs and really just take your attention. This practice could be done completely seated, like an inner dance even, if you don't have the energy to move. Maybe feel what comes up in the thigh area and the hips. Restore a ton of energy and trauma in the hip space. So you can move your hips in a circle, moving your hips forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side, and then smooth it out into a circle. And maybe releasing with some deep breaths at the same time. Going in another direction. I say maybe because this class is a sovereign practice, right? So we're used to these classes, we're just being told what to do all the time, but we want to practice being free. So you can take some, all, or none of what I say. You can just be on all fours on the ground. You could be standing. You can do whatever the body is telling you to do. If the body just wants to sit, just honor the body. And just keep on taking your awareness back to that place. Maybe that's any stuck energy that you identified in the beginning when you did the body scan. Maybe just coming back to that place each time. So maybe you scan your room and then you come back to that place. You scan your room, you come back to that place. And you could take these Sufi circles, moving the upper body in circles along with the hips. And these practices are really helpful to just fall in love with the divine, get back into union with the divine, reconnect to the self, to the light. How deep can you go today? How lost can you get in yourself? Maybe moving some circles up into the arms. Maybe imagining your auric field around you. It's there. And maybe feeling into the auric field with your hands. Maybe clearing, cleansing, commanding anything that is not of the highest vibration to leave this space. You can command that this space is my space. You can expand out, arms out, chest forward, and then collapse. Do that one more time. Expand out, arms out, chest forward, and collapse. One more time. Arms out, chest out, and collapse. Maybe take those circles up into the head. Beautiful, beautiful. So now if you feel like rising, I can't I can't show you, otherwise, the camera can't travel with me, but if you feel like rising and walking around your room, I invite you to do so and just listen to my voice and just maybe look at one side of your wall and then the other and just observe your space. Maybe walk north, south, east, west. Maybe take some stomps. Maybe make some walk wide and then walk small. Maybe practice alternating between micro and macro movements as you walk around your space. Maybe as you walk around, you cradle yourself. You have one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, and you're just walking around your space. Like, wow, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful space. And if you're starting to feel sad, that's okay. Any grief or sadness that's arising, it's arising because you're now paying attention to the body. You're finally listening to yourself. Your body's like, yay, she's here. And it knows that this is the time that it's safe to release right now. It can feel that it's safe to cry. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to rest. These things that we're not really taught in society, that we need to go, 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 do, do, do. We need to come back down into the body, connect with the heart, the soul, the divine, and dance in whatever way feels good to you. So you can fly like an angel. You can cradle yourself. You can rock yourself. You can hug yourself. You can maybe bring the elbows into it or the legs into it. Just anything that you do, just do it softly. This isn't fitness. We're not in a competition. We're here to feel good. I invite you to take your arms onto your thighs, bend your knees, and kind of dig around in the hip area. So maybe doing those same circles that we were doing in the beginning when we were seated, but maybe doing them now as you're standing. And maybe as you do this, make sounds. You could do a fake puke. What needs to come out of the womb space has been harmed. For all genders, men and women. This area is such a holy, innocent space. And we just need to return to it. It also has, sometimes you can ask it for a name. It has a name. It has its own consciousness, body consciousness. So sometimes when we feel separate from the body, it's because maybe we left that body part when we were really young. And maybe our upper half matured, and then the lower half, we forgot about it. We just left it there. So it's time to talk to that space and ask it if it has a message for you. And at this stage, if you want to invite in any of your ancestors or any star beings of love and light only to help guide you, move you, we have the Body Temple Dance is very much a real temple, a spiritual temple. So we have the support of my teacher's lineage, helping us, supporting us, moving us. So energy moves across space and time. So anytime this video reaches you, those energies will be there to support you. The angels will come in. They will come in. So you're doing the work. You are your own angel. You are your own healer. So just allowing the body to take any expression, motion, movement that maybe you weren't allowing it to because we weren't in the right spaces at that time, at that moment that the trauma happened. So now allowing it to take that motion. Does it need to collapse? Do you need to grab your head a little bit? Do you need to cry? You could do a fake scream. At this stage, if you want to put on some fast music and shake, I invite you to do so. Maybe shake for about 3 minutes. One way you can do this is by shaking one body part at a time. You could shake out an arm for 30 seconds. But making sure that you're steady. So if you're doing it by body part, make sure that the other hand is securing you so you don't fall. So either on your other hand and arm should be on either a table or a chair if you're shaking one body part at a time, or you can shake the whole body at the same time, just bending the knees slightly, maybe doing a slight bounce, and doing that for about 30 minutes. Oh no, 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, not 30 minutes. Woo! Do not do that for 30 minutes. I don't know where it will take you. I imagine you'd get very tired. So just shake, 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 shake. Maybe do a little party. You can pause this video at any time. Maybe have like a little dance party, but do it in a way that you don't get lost in the mind, right? This work, you want to stay connected to the body the whole time. So you want to be aware, conscious, just dancing with the body, continually asking the body, connecting with the body, allowing the body to guide you, and just dancing with the divine, the love of the divine, the eros of the universe. What needs to come up? What needs to move? And maybe if you're done shaking, I invite you to slow down a little, but not enough to where you're all the way on the ground. Because now we're just maybe, for some of you, maybe we're just starting to awaken these numb places. These places of freeze, they come online. And in order to release them, we need to cry them out. We need to cradle them, love them. Just love energy is the greatest healing energy. So just trying to give yourself as much love as possible in any of these areas that arise. Sending you all so much love, so much love. And knowing that you're never alone, that even if you think you're alone, you can always connect to the divine, to Divine Mother, Mother, Father, God, the angels. You're never alone. And being secluded anyway is such a beautiful stage of life. It's an experience. And it's not always forever. I've currently been in a seclusion. I put myself in seclusion for 2 years as a form of healing and getting deeper and closer to my body and the divine. So don't look at loneliness. I don't buy this narrative of loneliness because we are never alone. We have our ancestors. Woo, we have so many. Woo, so many that we can't handle it. So maybe you're afraid of connecting with your ancestors. You can always ask to connect with just the most helpful, loving, light ancestors. And they have so much wisdom for us. And that wisdom is connected to you, and you can channel it. Just no one told you you could. It's not your fault. They didn't want you to know that you were powerful. Why would anyone give you the keys to their kingdom? They're going to hide it from you, but your intuition is going to tell you, you're going to know that you're powerful, that you are magic, that you are capable of healing yourself, that you don't need anyone to heal yourself, that those of us that are here available to you are just guides. We aren't the ones healing you, right? You're healing yourself. And just falling in love with the divine again. If maybe at some point in your life you lost touch. I remember a long time ago, I told the divine that I no longer wanted to pray to him because he was a male. And she didn't get mad. She's so clever that she sent me 7 teachers. And the number 7 appears in my life a lot. It's also, I've been told that it's the divine's favorite number. And so instead of getting mad, we're all taught this like male, judgmental male figure in the West as our God. But the real God is like all compassionate, all loving, gracious. You could just ask for her grace and mercy, because it's not us that's doing any of the bad deeds anyway. These are all programming. It's not our true self. So if you've ever harmed yourself, maybe now's the time to tell your body, like, body, I'm so sorry. I'm so, so, so sorry. And thank you, body. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for loving me. See, you're never alone. You're also with your body. And who are you? Maybe the real you is just the angel watching over this soul that is within you. We are mind, body, and spirit. We are not just who we think we are. You're never alone. So if you were slowing down, I invite you to slow down even further and come down to either a seat or lying on your back. I'm going to go ahead and read some poetry over you again, because poetry is mystic poetry, especially, are words direct from the divine. And it's so healing. And again, like, our memory and our attention is kind of stolen often by, that quick satisfaction that we get from technology or movies. But poetry is very slow. So it slows us down. So this poem, The 3 Fish. And if you're seated, just go into a meditative state with your legs crossed, your hands on your knees, just back upright, or you could just lie down on your back. Just get cozy, comfortable, full shedding, full surrender into the ground, into Mother Gaia, Pachamama. And just give Divine Mother all your love, all your pain. She's so powerful. On gambling. To a frog that's never left his pond, the ocean seems like a gamble. Look what he's giving up: security, mastery of his world, recognition. The ocean frog just shakes his head. I can't really explain what it's like where I live, but someday I'll take you there. If you want what visible reality can give, you're an employee. If you want the unseen world, you're not living your truth. Both wishes are foolish, but you'll be forgiven for forgetting that what you really want is love's confusing joy. Gamble everything for love, if you're a true human being. If not, leave this gathering. Half-heartedness doesn't reach into majesty. You set out to find God, but then you keep stopping for long periods at mean-spirited roadhouses. In a boat down a fast-running creek, it feels like trees on the bank are rushing by. What seems to be changing around us is rather the speed of our craft leaving this world. Ooh. So again, just taking what resonates and leaving what doesn't. Maybe trying to remember a word. What was your favorite word? Gamble everything for love. I love that line. So beautiful. That is from Rumi. So if you are on your back, I invite you to roll over on one side and gently push up with the other hand, coming up to a seat. And maybe just any last minute like stretches or just any last minute shakes. Whew. Maybe do a little bow, just say a little prayer. Thank you, Divine Mother, Father. Thank you for blessing us with your love, your glory, your mercy. Please rain your blessings over us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I hope this quick 30-minute video was helpful for you. I teach full hour classes every Monday. You can find that on my website, but in class we'll have actual music. I just couldn't put music on here because it's YouTube, but subscribe, like, comment. You know the drill. Thank you.